like every night, that's when everything hit me. That's when I miss my mama. That's when I miss my pops. That's when I miss my bros. That's when I miss my best friend. That's when I miss everybody I lost. And I still can vision them days. When it rained, I think about my Vaughn because a lot of people don't know the reason why I don't like waking up happy because it was my first time in a minute I woke up happy, singing songs, going to school, and my whole mood changed. Cause the same day I woke up happy, the same day I lost my best friend, and I ain't want to believe he gone. And the crazy part is, as soon as I went outside, it started raining on me. It's like a dark cloud was over me, and it started raining. And it was like the Lord just telling me He really gone. And I remember just looking to my left and right, and I ain't see Him. But when the raindrop came down, a tear came down, and that took a part of me. And all the years, I haven't been the same. Like a lot of people say, it get better. We just try to learn how to just cope with it. It don't get better because you still gonna have the memories. Like people be like, man, you gonna get better at the end. Man, what end? It's like I'm still dealing with the same pain, still feeling the same pain. Everything I'm doing, I'm supposed to be doing it with them. It like a lot of things I want to do, it don't even feel the same. That's why I don't put like it seemed like everything I vision of doing with my parents, with my bros, and now they gone or they locked up. It's like the plans I had, it don't even feel right. It don't feel the same no more. I don't got that same passion. Like, I wasn't taking music serious till after I lost everybody. I used to just play around with the music. But I had to start letting the pain out. But at the same time, I had to hold it in because I ain't had nobody with me. I ain't had nobody be like, Dion, hey, you gonna be good. I ain't had people checking up on me when I lost my mama, when I was in the dark. I had to face that, just me and the Lord, just because without Him, I was having suicide attempts. People don't know, I was mad at Jesus because He kept waking me up every day. I was telling Him, why you keep waking me up? Just let me go, let me die. I tried to force myself to go to sleep every day till I don't wake up. I tried to die in my sleep again. But this time, I ain't want Him to save me. I died so many times, but this time I want it to be true. Because after my mama passed, before she passed, man, I went to the Lord and I cried. And I told Him to take me instead of my mama. But at the same time, later down the line, I realized if Jesus would have took me, my mama would have felt the same, miserable. Because now I'm gone. And it just was me and her at that house. So it's like, they felt like I could have handled it. But how I was, I felt like I couldn't. But the whole time I could. And so many suicide attempts I had. I remember I made a song called Pain Letter. It's basically telling people that I was gonna leave, but don't cry when I'm gone. And I remember I got the biggest knife out the kitchen, and I tried to stab my stomach, but the knife wouldn't go through. I kept poking. Poking myself, and the knife wouldn't go through my stomach. And I remember one time when I did pull the trigger, the first time I ain't had the guts to do it. The bullets was in it. But this time, there wasn't no bullets in it when I pulled it. I just ready to leave. I just felt alone. Just like miserable. You know, bro, some bros getting locked up. I'm still losing bros in my city. Getting killed. Can't go on the internet because there's a whole bunch of bad news. Somebody text me. Oh man, it just be weird. Then when I finally reach out, I get denied. Leave them alone. They don't care if I live or I don't. And part of me was hurt, but a part of me knew, like, you know, Lord just showing me what it is. And I remember I made this promise. Like, a lot of people don't know. I used to walk every day with my pops, like over 3 times a day. But I always gave up because, you know, when you keep hearing, when you go to the doctors when you're young and you putting your all in it and you doing what they tell you and you just realize you just tired of the fuckery or the bull, the BS, you just tired of the fakeness. And you putting your all in it, and it seems like you ain't going nowhere. So I just started giving up. And I remember one night, I went to sleep. My mama came to me, told me about the Bible. I need to start reading it. Then my pops came to me. He told me about the Bible. So the morning I woke up, I looked for a Bible and I found it. And I started reading it. I read that Bible every morning, every day. I'm talking about, man, I was spending my birthday just me and God. I'm reading the Bible. That's how I'm spending my birthdays. Just me and the Bible. Praying. You know, that old me who used to be in his room and crying, talking to the Lord after losing somebody close to one of his friends. When I lost my mama, I turned back to that teenager who was hurting and just talked to the Lord every night in his room. That's how I was doing it. And I remember when I found out, oh, I'm moving back to Florida, I remember I prayed on it. And I told Jesus, if you keep me out the way, give me a yard, I promise I'm going to walk every day. I'm gonna put my all in it, and I'm not giving up this time. And I'm going to show the world how good he is through it all. I showed the world when I'm weak. I showed the world when I couldn't barely move, when I couldn't barely walk, when I was sick, through everything. And sharing my testimony, my story is part of turning the promise in reality. Because I was so private. But me promising Jesus this when I was in the dark, it made me a better person. It made me be my best friend again. Showed me how to love myself again. And you might think you alone, but you're not. You might feel like nobody won't understand you, because some journeys you're going to have to be alone. Some journeys you might have people in your story that's around more. But a lot of times, journeys you might have to just be alone. And I just learned how to accept that all I got is me. And I got to push myself. Because this is what I promised Jesus. And in the beginning, when I started, I had to practice what I preach. And what I mean by that, we had an empty front room. So Jesus had me walking every day in the morning, like, 3 times a day, this in the front room, walking back and forth for 30 minutes and walking back and forth, talking to myself. That's when I started making videos outside. Cause I don't practice for a month or two. Now I'm ready. And then when I start getting people to see what I'm doing, that's when I got attacked by the devil. 3 times. The first time he attacked me, he put me in the dark tunnel. And every time I kept saying, God, 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 Jesus, Jesus, it made him more mad. And I was already weak, but he weakened me more, spiritually, physically. Every time I woke up from a dream with him, I was weak, but I still walked. And I remember I prayed, and I say, if the devil trying to take me out, if I'm willing to die for what I believe in. And I was willing to die for me walking, because I was not going to give up on it. I was not going to break this promise. And that third attack, man, I was weak. And I kept screaming, Jesus. And just what I died at. My mama came and grabbed me through the tunnel. But every time he tapped me, I was talking out my sleep. But this time, I was going to meet my mama. I told my mama, I'm going to meet you. I don't want to be here. I throw everything away. I just want to be with you. And she had to wake me up, because if she never slapped me in my face and to wake me up, I probably wouldn't been here, because I was going to meet my mama. I just wanted to be with them. And it's like, I got saved by so many angels in the Lord. It's only right for me to keep turning this promise in reality. Because I know deep inside, all this I went through and other people going through, maybe I can open door for somebody to speak their life and don't got to worry about feeling like somebody can judge them or worry about what other people think. Because at the end of the day, it's your story, your testimony. Why not you tell it? Because at the end of the day, all you got to leave is your legacy. That's all you're going to have left when you leave is your legacy, your mark. And what you created, what you made, what you did on this earth. Because we all got to go to Jesus one day, explain our actions. We all got to answer to him. So why not live your life? Because nobody is not perfect. I'm not even perfect. I'm still learning. But once you start living your truth and living your purpose, you realize there's more to life. Because I experienced broken, stabbed in my back, all that. But I never experienced real happiness. I don't know how it feels to be happy mentally or be really finally free. But one day I will. But never give up on yourself. Always be your biggest motivator. You always got to be your biggest supporter, no matter what. Keep going. Keep staying consistent. Never give up.